the West had many other options in terms of how it would respond, even if it made your analysis, which I guess in a lot of cases it probably didn't. But if the intelligence suggested this was just a build-up for the reasons you suggest, was there another option for the West other than also matching the build-up and sending arms to Ukraine, or were they a little bit snookered?
Politically, there was no other option. We were screwed. Yeah. This is a vestige of the unipolar moment, right? We, in 2008, when we were the unipole, we decided to expand NATO. And it blew up in our face in 2014. This is when the unipolar moment is coming to an end. And the problem continues to linger. And we cannot figure out how to solve it without saying that Ukraine will not become part of NATO. And that's politically unacceptable in the West, especially after you've told the story year after year that the Russians are the bad guys and we're the good guys. If the Russians are the bad guys and they're highly aggressive, and you believe the Ukrainians have the right to this and the right to that, and you're committed to making sure that they realize these rights, it's almost impossible politically to walk away from this one. It's really quite remarkable. And you want to understand, Tom, that the United States has a deep-seated interest in pivoting to Asia. The United States faces a peer competitor in China. Russia is not a peer competitor. The idea that Russia is some meaningful threat to dominate Europe is a laughable argument, right? We have a deep-seated interest in not getting involved in Eastern Europe and pivoting to East Asia, number one. And number two, we have a deep-seated interest in having Russia as an ally against China. And instead, this foolish policy that we're locked into, and let me underline those words, locked into, this foolish policy is driving the Chinese and the Russians together. We are driving the Russians into the arms of the Chinese. This is a gross violation of balance of power politics 101. So this situation is disastrous for the United States. And I want to be clear here, it's most disastrous for the Ukrainian people. Right? You want to understand, we have led the Ukrainian people down the primrose path. They are the ones who are suffering the most as a result of these foolish policies that we pursued during the unipolar moment regarding Russia and Ukraine. And it's now blown up in our face. And the people who will suffer the most, again, I want to emphasize this, are the Ukrainians.